And what a performance from Amad Diallo to inspire Manchester United to come back from a goal down to beat Southampton by 3-1 with the Ivorian international scoring a hat-trick against the Saints at the Old Trafford to ensure Ruben Amorim celebrated his first win in charge of Manchester United at home in the Premier League. Well, we're going to look at Amad Diallo's performance, but also look at how Kamaldeen Suleiman as Ghana's winger cooked Yoro on the wings. Yes, Kamaldeen Suleiman was a pain for Manchester United. Man, Kamaldeen Suleiman was straight on point in this game, and he was outstanding for his performance, except that he didn't score well. I'll tell you all about how Kamaldeen Suleiman as well as Amad Diallo and how Mainoo also performed in this game between Manchester United in their 3-1 win over Southampton. Before we get into it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get right into it. And Manchester United came up against their opponent Southampton at home at the Old Trafford in their midweek action in the Premier League. For Southampton, they had Ghanaian winger that is Kamaldeen Suleiman starring on the wings for them in this game, and for Manchester United, they had English player of Ghanaian descent that is Mainoo in the heart of midfield for them in this game. Also, Ivorian international who happened to be the man of the match for this game, that is Amad Diallo, also cooked and made sure he put in a 10/10 performance for the Red Devils in their comeback victory over Southampton. So how did the game go down for both sides? Well, it was Southampton who broke the deadlock in the game in the 43rd minute with a good corner kick, which was able to get into the net for them to score the first goal, and it was corner kick which was deflected, and it was Ugarte who unfortunately got the ball into the net for Southampton to go up by 1-0. But guess what? It was Kamaldeen Suleiman who had a whole idea of how this goal was able to enter into the net. Why am I saying that? Because Kamaldeen Suleiman was the one who pushed for the corner kick. And how did he do that? Well, Southampton were hoping to score a goal, and they made a quick turn and managed to get into the attack, and Kamaldeen Suleiman found his way into the 18-yard box. He attempted to score, but his attempt by shooting the ball into the net was intercepted, and the ball went out for a corner kick, and that same corner kick was what Southampton used to beat Manchester United and go up by 1-0 in the game. Well, so Southampton were leading the game by 1-0 in the game, and for Kamaldeen Suleiman, as early in the 12th minute in the game, the Ghanaian winger almost came close to scoring. He then Yoro left, right, center and found his way into the box. He killed the ball, but Andre Onana powered the ball away, and so Kamaldeen Suleiman wasn't able to score with this first attempt. Then in the 40th minute, that was when they were able to score. Later on in the 50th minute in the second half, Kamaldeen Suleiman came close to scoring and was brought down in the box, but the referee did not whistle for a penalty. So the game ended up continuing with, well, Kamaldeen Suleiman not being able to find the back of the net. Once again, he was able to twist Yoro left, right, center and made a curl, but his curler wasn't able to get into the net, so that attempt went a little bit wide, not getting the second goal in for Southampton in the game. Well, that was around the 57th minute. So around the 80th minute, that was when Amad Diallo was able to came into fruition, and for Amad Diallo, he changed how the game was running in the 80th minute thereabouts. He made a solo run into the box, twisted the Southampton defender and managed to put the ball in the back of the net to restore parity in the game around the 80th minute to make it 1-1. Manchester United coach, that is Ruben Amorim, made some late changes. He brought on Maguire, and also brought on Christian Eriksen. Everyone thought that Christian Eriksen was just coming to ensure that United would defend the game, and ended up drawing 1-1 with Southampton. But that wasn't the case when Christian Eriksen came on. Amad Diallo was able to pick a nice 1-2 pass with him, and it was Christian Eriksen who set up Amad Diallo to score the second goal with a nice finish for Manchester United to go up by 2-1 against Southampton. So United were leading 2-1 in the 90th minute. In added time +4, that was when Southampton were trying to move the back ball from defense. Aaron Ramsdale passed the ball to his teammates who was in defense, and quickly Amad Diallo rushed from behind to intercept the ball, and he just passed the ball into the net to score his third goal and pick up the man of the match award, and also score his hat-trick for Manchester United at the Old Trafford. So yes, that was how Amad Diallo was able to score his hat-trick against Southampton in the match, turning things upside down and picking the 3 points and 3 goals for Manchester United in this game. Nobody thought Amad Diallo would have been able to do this, but I know I've been talking without mentioning the contribution of Kobbie Mainoo in this game. Well, let me tell you, Kobbie Mainoo had a stinker in this game. He really struggled in this game to the point that Kobbie Mainoo was substituted shortly after halftime, because you know the setup. Kobbie Mainoo really he didn't come to life in this game for me at all. Just like in the game that we played in the FA Cup, Kobbie Mainoo was nowhere to be found, and also in this game as well against Southampton, Kobbie Mainoo was nowhere to be found, and it is really worrying. Kobbie Mainoo has to really step up his performance for Manchester United in matches. So for Kobbie Mainoo, he didn't do well at all. But let's look at how Kamaldeen Sulemana performed in the game and how he was rated. So Kamaldeen Sulemana was rated 7.2 for his performance in the game. He operated mostly in Manchester United's half, making good dashing runs into the box and all that, but it was the finishing that was lacking for the Ghanaian winger. So this is how Kamaldeen Sulemana performed for his team, that is Southampton, in the game. So that is what we are seeing. That is the statistics and performance in the game, being rated 7.2 for his performance. I think that the only issue that I had with Kamaldeen Sulemana on the pitch is that he doesn't press. When his team is defending, you don't see Kamaldeen Sulemana joining and winning the ball and pressing, and that is what is really worrying Kamaldeen Sulemana's performance. For Amad Diallo, he was rated 10/10 for his performance in the game. He was being used as right back because United were playing 3-back system, but yet still Amad Diallo was able to put up a 10/10 performance in the game, and his performance is what you can see on your screen. So that is how Amad Diallo performed overall for Manchester United, scoring 3 goals against Southampton in the game. It's not an easy achievement at all, and I think that if he continues with this performance, Amad Diallo could end up winning the African Player of the Year for this season, because Amad Diallo has been superb, and I hope that he keeps up with this performance, and it will be very hard for anyone to beat him to win the African Player of the Year. Well, on that note, we wrap up here on Sports Updates Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafio. It was a pleasure coming your way with the Sports Updates. Let's do this in another episode. Thanks for doing the watching. As always, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed.